Hey, I'm Keith with inTech, and I'm excited today to show you our all-new Aucta Sycamore. Sycamore is going to be the largest model currently in our Aucta family, measuring in at just at 30 feet in overall length. Ton of really neat, cool features that we came out, a lot of new innovation in this model. But as we always tell you, the first thing we got to show you is how it's built, because the construction of our products, all inTech products, is what truly sets them apart from the rest of the industry. So what we do is we build a solid aluminum chassis here in-house at inTech, and then weld our cage frame construction to the top of that. One welded piece as you're driving down the road with every inTech. This gives you incredible strength and makes sure the cabinetry holds up because it's all connected to your aluminum tubing. Make sure your doors and everything continue to work properly, and just gives great longevity to the product. Most RVs on the market are going to be made with a steel chassis bought by some other supplier, and then your walls and ceiling are just simply going to be stapled together to it. So back out here at the Aucta Sycamore, again, on the front of this unit, you're going to see our classic tilt-forward design that you come to know and love from our Luna, Sol, and Aucta lines. This gives you a beautiful aesthetic to the front end of the unit. Also, our large panoramic windshield gives a very unique style and look to the unit, but also some great open feeling and view from the inside that you'll see once we get inside the unit here. Going down the side, you're going to have a pass-through storage here that'll be a door on this side of the unit, then one on the other side. This will go all the way through underneath the bed area that's on the inside that you'll see. You'll also notice for this unit, we're using frameless windows. So nice large windows. The great thing about these is the way they open up, they allow you to actually keep moving air through the unit, even if it's raining, because they're just going to hinge from the top. And if it's rain's coming down, it's going to protect the inside, but allow you to still move air through. Up above, you're going to see we have an 18-foot power awning. This will be with lateral arms. It won't have any arms that have to come down or legs that have to come down either on the side of the unit or to the ground. And then it'll have a wind sensor on board. So since it's just free floating up there, if it gets too windy or too much weight going on it, it'll go ahead and retract itself all the way back automatically. Here we're going to have 4,700-pound axles. They will be Dexter torsion axles. So your overall gross vehicle weight rating for this unit is going to be 9,400 pounds. And the dry weight's going to come in right around 6,500 to 7,000 pounds, depending how you have it optioned. So a lot of payload capacity inside this unit here. All right, further back, you're going to see this large door on the side. And what this is designed to do, and this will make more sense as we get into the interior, but for traveling down the road and for storage, we're giving you a large area on the inside where you can throw things like tubs or bikes or anything that you are larger that wouldn't fit inside a normal exterior storage compartment, but items you might not want on the outside of the trailer, like expensive bikes for say. So great little storage area there. As we come further back, you're going to have the inTech slide out kitchen. As you get on most all of our models, this will just simply slide out. You're going to have a 35-quart refrigerator on board that you can set down to any temperature you like. And then you're also going to have a cast iron griddle. This griddle is going to have an LP line directly below it. It's just a quick connect you can plug in. Also from that quick connect, it's pulling from your 20-pound tanks up front. So if you have a portable grill that you like to use at the campsite, you can plug in directly there as well. All right, coming around the back side here, you'll see this nice inTech bumper installed here for a little extra protection and a nice aesthetic look to it. Also your roof, you'll see this is a one piece going all the way up and around. You don't see any seams up there at the top. And that actually runs all the way from the cap, all the way to the back, solid fiberglass the entire way. Up above here, you'll have a camera prep. So that'll be for a Magnedyne camera. You can go onto our inTech marketplace, order those. It's a wireless camera. It's ready to plug into the back end of the unit and then has a monitor that goes up into your vehicle for you. Down below, we'll have our 2-inch receiver. This will be rated for 175 pounds. So enough for heavier bike racks and heavier bikes such as e-bikes. So if you don't want to use the inside storage area, you still have additional storage here in the back. As we come around to the roadside, here you'll find some of your drains and dump station area. So you're going to have your drains here for your tank. On board here, you're going to have a 90-gallon fresh water tank, 52 gallons of gray, and then 30 gallons of black. So a lot of water capacity on board the Sycamore. You'll have a quick connect for a water port. So this will come with a hose that's one of those expandable hoses, about 20 feet in length. You can reach all the way around the other side of the unit, but also use it right here as you're accessing the dump station and cleaning out. Directly above, you'll have your 50 amp short cord. So this is a 50 amp service standard on board the Aucta Sycamore. And what you'll also see is this thing is going to come standard with dual ACs. So with the dual ACs, we're giving you that bigger service with the 50 amp. Directly above that, it's going to be a coax input. So this will feed directly to your TVs. If you're at a campground where they have cable, you can hook in there and feed it to the TV. And or if you have your own little satellite or dish, you can plug in directly. All right, then directly above that, you're going to have a solar port plug. So if you have a briefcase system, you can plug that in, put it out in the sun, and that's already wired directly to your batteries. These will be your furnace vents, so you'll have a 25,000 BTU furnace on board that's run off your LP system. And this will be your on-demand hot water system. Again, this will be a tankless, run off your LP, but it's a little more efficient because now you're not heating a tank the entire time to try to maintain that hot water. Further forward is going to be your water fill section, so you'll have a city and gravity fill located right there. And then we'll have a sewer hose holder, so that way you're not having to place that inside the unit. You can keep that outside. Then all the way at the front is going to be the other end of your pass-through storage. So you have a small baggage door here, again, feeding all the way through on the unit for you. And then as we come to the front of the Aucta, again, just the beautiful front cap look. The windshield built in, which is a 3-ply laminated windshield, just like a vehicle. So it can handle going down the road. But of course, even car windshields can get chips in them. So you'll see you'll have these snaps all the way around. And the unit will come standard with a cover to place on while you're traveling to make sure that if rocks do come up as you're traveling, they're not able to chip or damage your windshield. Here in the front, you're going to have twin 20-pound LP tanks. So nice thing we do with all of our products is we try and hide those so they're not sitting out on the tongue. So this is actually molded directly into the fiberglass front cap. Have a nice little cover that keeps them concealed. And then you'll have, of course, your power tongue jack and your 2 5/16" ball coupler right here on the front end of the Aucta. All right, so that's a look at the exterior of the Aucta Sycamore. Let's jump on the inside. As you open the door, you'll notice this on pretty much all of our models now. We have this custom designed fold out inTech step. It gives you a nice solid surface to walk up on that's not floating. And as we come inside, you'll see what we've done. Right away, you'll notice a great big open feel inside the Aucta Sycamore. A lot of new designs and features in here that you haven't seen from us before that we're excited to show you. But right up here at the front when you walk in, your bedroom's actually on the front side of the unit. And this is the first time we've done this. And it's really neat because now that panoramic windshield that you have is right there over the top of the bed. It really lays out beautifully. One thing I want to show you before we go up there though, this is a little wardrobe cabinet that actually feeds from the bedroom as well. But right when you walk in the door, it's here. So if you want to hang coats or grab anything from a wardrobe area, you can do it from this area of the cabin, or you can do it from inside the bedroom area. Let's move up here to the bedroom. Again, beautiful bedroom layout, nice long, deep nightstands for storage, a little shelf area there in the back as well. You're going to have deep storage in those cabinets up overhead of the windshield. And then you're going to see cubbies and cabinets all around the sides of it as well. So a lot of good storage space. You'll have a 32-inch flat screen smart TV in the bedroom area. And then again, you'll have your wardrobe space here over to the other side to where you can store all your clothing, anything that you don't want to fold up. There's also great storage on this directly underneath the bed. So the bed is actually on gas shocks and it will pop right up. And then you're gonna have a large area where you can store bigger items, blankets, bulkier items directly underneath the bed on the Sycamore. The one last great feature of this bedroom is the sliding barn door. This is a solid wood sliding door, looks beautiful, also functions very nice, and being able to block off the bedroom. All right, so rolling out of the bedroom, now we're gonna come into the kitchen area. The other side of this wardrobe cabinet I was showing you is going to be a nice deep pantry that you're going to have. And then you're going to have a huge bank of drawers right down below it. Some of these, like this bottom one, are absolutely massive and give you a ton of space for storage. And as we roll into the kitchen area, you're going to see you're going to have a 2-burner cooktop here that's going to have a cast iron grate on it. You're going to have a convection microwave oven, so you can do all your baking and microwave functions with this here. Nice another little drawer below that. Right here to the side, we have a slide out or a pull out trash can. So nice, easy, and convenient location for that, keeps it out of the way. And then we'll have more storage underneath the sink. Up above on the sink, you're gonna have a nice deep farmhouse sink and then a lot of countertop space up here. So we really maximized the width of this area and brought it out a little bit deeper as well to give you a good amount of prep space. And as you go up above there, you'll see a lot of large cabinets again. So as far as storage and places for all your food and cooking utensils, the Aucta Sycamore has you covered. One other neat little built-in item that we're going to have over the kitchen area is going to be the TV. So directly behind me is the dinette where you'll be sitting. This has some neat things to it that we'll look at later that are going to pull out and make into beds for you or comfortable loungers. But to get the TV in the perfect viewing area, we have a slide out system right here that allows your TV to pull out directly over top of the kitchen. Now it's pointing perfectly at your area where you're sitting down to watch TV. This is on a swivel as well, so you can pull it out and spin it around. It just simply slides back, and now it's out of your way. All right, then directly next to the kitchen, we're gonna have our refrigerator. This will be a 10 cubic foot refrigerator. Great space in the refrigeration area. Also a freezer up above. This is gonna run off your 12-volt system and run off a compressor, so it's gonna cool very easily and have an incredibly low amp draw that won't burn up your batteries while it's running. And directly below that, you're gonna see your furnace. As I mentioned on the outside, it's gonna be a 25,000 BTU LP furnace that's gonna be ducted all throughout the unit. This is also gonna heat your underbelly. So inside the Aucta Sycamore, we were talking about our tanks earlier, all those are in an enclosed underbelly that's heated with the furnace. Also, they have 12-volt pad heaters on the tanks and line heaters on the lines. So even in very extreme cold conditions, you can make sure that your tanks and your water lines aren't freezing. Over here on the other side of the kitchen, you're gonna see our dinette space. Now this is a nice 73-inch by 26-inch deep dinette, gives you a lot of room, but we've done some neat things with this space. Again, I was just showing you how the TV slides out, so when you're sitting here, you can be watching directly to the TV. The other thing that we get a lot of requests from is to have recliners or more lounging space inside our units. Of course, without having slide outs, it makes that space a little tougher to work with. So here we develop our own trundle bed system. If we just simply pull out these bottom drawers right here, you'll see that the cushions then flip up, and now we've made this into a lounge area where you can sit and kick up, or you could lay all the way across this and use it as a bed now as well. So when it's in this mode, you actually have 45 inches of depth and about 73 inches of length for sleeping for a couple of additional kids. The other neat thing that this space does, if we just use this one smaller trundle section over here on the side, then we can bring our portable table over and turn it into a dinette space, giving you a nice L-shaped seating where you can fit 4 or 5 people around the table all at once and be able to eat. This table also has other unique functions. It can actually raise higher up to where you can use it as additional countertop space, take it outside of the trailer and use it, or we can drop it down and now we're into a coffee table setup. So however you want to use that table, it's up to you. One focus we always have on all of our products is really opening them up and getting you as much window space to be able to view the outdoors as possible. And the Aucta Sycamore is no exception. These are large frameless windows like we talked about. It really is nice because it's an unobstructed view without the framing in them, but the size of the windows fill out the space, any open space you have in here. Just like the bedroom felt open, so does your main cabin. Directly above each window, you're going to have a inTech made valance, and then you're going to have a roll shade to come down and cover each of these for the evening hours. You'll also notice when you have your accent lighting on, you're going to have a nice little blue accent that shoots out of these valances just to give you a nice touch in the evenings when you have the overhead lights dimmed down and have a little bit more non-directional light inside the camper. Directly above your sofa, you're going to have more storage up above, doors that open up, and then of course a nice little cubby section here beside the dinette couch. All right, as we move to the back, this is brand new for inTech. This is going to be a bunk area. And it's an office area. It does both of those things and transfers back and forth between them seamlessly. So many trailers you have to select. Do I want a bunk space? Do I want an office space? We were able to give them both to you and with really easy function to change it from one setup to the other. So as we come around the corner here, you're going to see this is set up into a seat. This is that same area we were talking about being able to be open storage. As we sit down on this seat here, it's got a slick little lever. You pull it out, and now we can adjust this out a little bit more to get a comfortable angle of sitting. And we're going to have a flip down desk with a slide out tray on it. We can set up a laptop here. We can have a computer screen there in the back. If kids are with us and we want to put in a PlayStation or gaming system, they can have it all right here in the back end of the camper for them. This simply slides back up. Now your table setup is out of the way. So to change this back to the bunk space, we're going to pull on this little lever below. Our bed comes down nice and easy. And now I'm just going to pull down on this upper bunk. And now we are set up into a bunk bed with a 75 by 34 bed on top and an 80 by 34 bed on the bottom. Very easy to transition back and forth. Same if we want to go to office mode. This is just going to push up. We're going to have a little strap here on the base. We'll pull on this. And we're slid right back into our office mode or if we want to use storage, again, we pull on this. We can move this all the way back. Now you can open that door from the outside, load bins, bikes, whatever you want to in here for while you're traveling down the road. All right, here in the very back of the trailer is going to be our bathroom. And this is a full bath, completely separated shower area. We use our same design you've seen us use throughout other models, where we actually use an exterior door that's going to seal off the shower. So when I'm in this bathroom space here, I don't have the humidity or any of the water getting out into my floor and making this area damp. It all stays in the shower area. But inside the bathroom space, we have a nice large sink, good storage underneath the sink, along with cubbies along the side, upper cabinets to store smaller items, and then we'll have our porcelain toilet beside that. All right, the Aucta Sycamore, just like the rest of the Aucta line, is going to feature a ducted ceiling. One great thing about a ducted ceiling is the ACs, when they're running, they run so much quieter because you don't have this direct blow coming down on you. So quiet down the AC quite a bit. Also on this unit, we're going to have 2 ACs as standard. So being a little bit larger, we want to make sure those things aren't running all the time and you can cool easily. You'll also have some large vent fans throughout. You'll see a 12-inch blade vent fan here in the main cabin area, one also up in the bedroom to keep air circulating through when you just have the windows open. Another neat thing we added to the Sycamore is a new sound system. So an enhanced head unit with a lot more power to drive the speakers. You'll have 2 speakers here in the main cabin area, 2 up in the front. Those are broken up into zones. But then this also comes with a subwoofer. So as you're watching this TV and you're relaxed, enjoying it on this dinette, you have a great sound system, a great area to plug in, watch a movie, or just listen to good music. This particular unit is equipped with our off-grid solar package as well. So up above our couch area here, you're going to have your converter, and then we have the system that we add when we do our solar, which we add a 2,000 watt inverter. We're going to have a 12 volt sub panel that comes with that. We're going to have 200 amp hours of lithium batteries, and then 400 watts of solar up on the ceiling. We also run this with a 50 amp MPPT charge controller. So by using that larger charge controller, if you want to expand the system up to 600 watts of solar, you got plenty of space to do it, and you got room up on the roof for it as well. All right, and that's a look at the all-new Aucta Sycamore. A great new unit that's really set up to accommodate the full family and or for the person that wants to be out traveling and working on the road. This unit gives you a ton of space and a ton of great features to make it very comfortable for you. If you want to get more information, contact your local inTech dealer. You can go to intech.com, search on our dealer locator by putting in your zip code and finding your closest dealer, and they can give you more information on pricing and availability. Thanks for watching.